What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games and I'm bringing to you guys a very spicy Ancient Gear deck profile. So before I get into this, if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So I'm going to quickly get into this, a very spicy Ancient Gear deck profile, and I'm going to show you a combo which involves that spice, which is why I'm playing it. So I almost want to call this the duelist, the dual school teachers deck. Like, I really want to call it something like that in terms of reference of GX, because you'll see why in terms of the spice. So to start off with my big Ancient Gear boss monsters, I'm playing double Golem and one Reactor Dragon. This can be any ratio that you want. You don't even have to play Golem. I just really like Golem. I got two ultra rares finally, because Golem is just like the one I like the most. But you can play double Reactor. You can even just take out Golem completely and just play triple Reactor. But I do advise to play at least one Golem for your Ancient Gear fusion. Next we play triple Ancient Gear Wyvern, arguably the best Ancient Gear in the deck. Searches out everything. In terms of that, you search out your box. You can then search out your gear frame as well as another card later on. The reason I'm playing only one of each is because of deck space, as well as the fact that arguably gear frame is not as good as Wyvern, because you have to discard a card and you can only search cards that have Golem in its name. Realistically, you're only going to be searching your fusion out of that, so that's why I only play the one of it, just to search it off box with Wyvern. And then we play two Hunting Hounds. We had to make space for the new engine in the deck, so I dropped Hunting Hound to 2, and you just search this whenever you need to, really, or you just summon it out the deck. So there's not really any real need to play 3, though if you are just going with a 100% pure Ancient Gear deck, yeah, you could then just play 3. For your machine support, we're playing 3 Super Express bullet trains. I finally got my playset. I got them for like £7 each, which is really nice. But these are getting a reprint in the coming weeks with the Battles of Legend collection 2, so you can pick up your copies once that drops. Then we're playing the 1 Infinity Track Anchor Drill. This is one thing that you can search off the box, which I mentioned earlier, because it has 500 defense. So that's it for like what you would probably play in a traditional Ancient Gear deck. Moving on to the spice, we're playing 2 Cyber Ogres. Yep, this is an Ancient Gear Cyber Ogre hybrid. Finally, I get to play Cyber Ogre in something, and it works so well in Ancient Gears, and you'll see why in the combo at the end, which involves a pseudo OTK with Cyber Ogre in the most cool way possible. And for the engine of Cyber Ogre, you're playing 2 copies of Cult Ring, 1 Despot 001. We're playing the engine, but in a different way. You'll see at the end. This is not like Omni Negate, so don't worry. And then we're playing the 1 Rescue Ferret and the 1 Melfi Catty to round up the monsters. You could play 3 Rescue Ferret if you wanted to, and I was at first, but I felt like you just didn't need to. So back then I was going for more like, oh, it's the Cyber Ogre deck with the Ancient Gear support to back it up. It kind of bricked doing that, so I got it in reverse with the Ancient Gear deck backing up with the Cyber Ogre engine for additional OTK play, and it works a lot better. And you'll see why with this. Like the fact that Rescue Ferret shuffles itself back into the deck, which means that if you opened up Ferret before Catty and your combo didn't resolve and you wanted to do it again, your Catty will always be live if you opened up Ferret first, which is very, very nice. In fact, the Catty will always be live because it just bounces itself back to hand anyway. So your Catty will always be able to search you that 1 Ferret constantly, which is very, very nice. So that's it for the monsters. Moving on to spells, we're playing 3 copies of Ancient Gear Catapult. Just fantastic card. I kind of wish it didn't say you had to have 0 monsters on board, but it would be too busted if it didn't. 3 copies of Gear Town with the 1 terraforming because you need to get into Gear Town, and 2 copies of Fortress. I couldn't fit the 3rd Fortress in, so I just dropped it down to 2, and then the 1 Workshop to round up your main Ancient Gear cards. Then we're playing the 1 Fusion, 1 Ancient Gear Fusion, 1 Overload Fusion, and 1 Power Bond for your Fusion plays. 2 copies of Urgent Schedule. Again, this is also being reprinted in the Legends of Battles of Legend. No, Duelist Legend series box, whatever collection thing. So you'll be able to pick these up for much cheaper. Then we're playing 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods to send that catapult to graveyard. To run at the spells, we're playing 1 Double or Nothing, which is part of your combo, and the 1 Ancient Gear Reborn. The cool thing is about the combo is that you don't need to search the Double or Nothing. If you open up with it, the combo is still doable, which is really, really cool. Moving on to the extra deck. For the Ancient Gear monsters, we're playing the 1 Gear Giant, 1 Megaton Golem, 2 Ultimate Golems, and 1 Howitzer. I like this ratio personally. Ultimate Golem is my personal boss monster in the deck, though a lot of people would say Ancient Chaos Giant would be. So that's why I've gone for this ratio. I'll attack the 1 Ultimate Golem to summon naturally. Howitzer is just the easier fusion to make. Megaton Golem if you're going for that kind of play, which then you've got a 2nd Ultimate Golem for his target to summon. And the 1 Chaos Giant if you've got the Overload fusion. The last fusion I'm playing is my nice ulti Cyber Ogre 2. You don't have to play Cyber Ogre 2, but I thought, why not? If I get that weird hand of double Cyber Ogre and your Power Bond, cool, I can make Cyber Ogre 2. I just really wanted to use it. I've had this ultimate for so long, and I'm just glad I got to put it in a deck. For Synchros, because we actually do play them, is 1 Armory Arm and the 1 Old Entity Chuka. This can be anything that you want. I just gone for this because you are going to use this as an Xyz material, which then means you get a draw, which is very, very nice. For your Xyz, it's just literally the Utopia Double and the 1 Utopia Beyond. We're not going for Utopia OTK. We're using the double to search Double or Nothing, and then we make Beyond out of it because then it bridges all your opponent's monsters to 0. And then we play 5 Link monsters. Is the 1 Mecha Phantom Wardon, 1 Cleafort Genius, 1 Barricade Ball Blockers. We do play continuous spells and field spells, so being able to recover them is very nice. 1 Double-Headed Anchor Knuckle, and the 1 Ancient Gear Ballista. No Crystron, as you saw, which is good for quite a few people. So that's it for the deck profile itself. I'm going to quickly show you the combo. So all you need is any way to make your Cleafort Genius, and if you opened up with the Rescue Ferret. This can be a combo, like a later on built up combo if you open up the Catty, because then you can just summon a Catty, get the Ferret, and then you can then do the combo on your next turn. But if you opened up Ferret, and any way to make your Union Carrier, your Cleafort, without using your normal summon, you can perform this combo. So it can be Gear Town. The best way in terms of like the Ancient Gear support is Gear Town and either Catapult or Forged Burial Goods, because you could just send the goods, Catapult to Grave, and it's going to generate you a machine token. So starting off, we're going to play the Gear Town. I'm going to play Catapult, pop Gear Town, and then summon from our deck an Ancient Gear. I'm just going to go with Golem because I would do that normally, because get them out the deck, and then we play the Wyvern off the Gear Town. Gear Town, right? I'm gonna just do it. Wyvern's gonna search you, so I'm just gonna do you this, just so you get some form of hand advantage back later. From there, you're going to use your 2 machines, and you're gonna make your Cleafort Genius. Bear in mind, this is gonna be a Ghost second combo. You'll see why. So you make your Cleafort Genius. You then normal summon your Rescue Ferret, and you use your Rescue Ferret to shuffle itself back into deck. So bear that in mind, because then if you do open up with the Catty later, you can then search it. That's why I say Catty's always live. And you're going to summon 2 monsters to your zone that its levels equal 6 to link zones. So you can summon your level 5 Cyber Ogre and your level 1 Despot 001. From there, you can use Cleefort Genius effect to negate Despot 001 and a monster your opponent's side of the field. So that's a effect negation there. And then you're going to link these two off into your Mecha Phantom Beast of Auroradon. Auroradon is going to summon you 3 tokens to your side of the field. And then your Despot 001 is going to revive itself. You're going to use your 001 and a token. And you're going to make any of your level 4 synchro monsters. It could be Armory Arm or it could be your old entity. I'm going to use the old entity. And then you're going to use the Auroradon to sack both tokens off. Apologies if you heard the doorbell there. And then you're going to summon out your Mecha Phantom Beast Cult Ring. Cult Ring is going to summon you out 2 more tokens. And now your board is full, so you can't revive your Despot. But now, from here, you can use the Cult Rings effect to sack both tokens off. And you're going to destroy and banish an opponent's monster's a card on your opponent's side of the field. You have to use the tokens, because now it's gone back to being a level 4. You're now going to use these two. And you're going to make your Utopia double. You're going to use Double's effect to detach a material. Search you out your double or nothing. Where is he? And then you make your Utopia double. Your Utopia monster on top of that. Oh, I do apologize. When we summon the 2 monsters to Cleefort Zone, Cleefort Genius can search any machine from your deck if monsters are summoned to the zones it points to simultaneously. So you're going to use that to search your other Cyber Ogre. I do apologize for that. So, Ferret, shuffle back, summon Cyber Ogre and Despot 001. Use Cleefort to search your second Cyber Ogre. So, your board setup is this. All of your opponent's monsters are now 0. You removed 1 with the Cult Ring, and you've negated 1 with your Cleefort. Now you go to battle phase. You attack with your Cyber Ogre. You now use your Cyber Ogre's effect in hand to discard it, negate Cyber Ogre's attack, and then it gains 2,000 attack. So if you want the full effect, red. By discarding this card from your hand to the graveyard, negate 1 battle involving a Cyber Ogre on your side of the field, and it gains 2,000 attack until the end of its next battle. This effect can be activated during either player's turn. It's very old card text. So your Cyber Ogre's attack's been negated, and it's now 3,900. You now play your double or nothing. Cyber Ogre now jumps up from 3,900 to 7,800 attack, and you can attack again. So that's literally at 7,800 points of damage from 1 Cyber Ogre, and then you swing him with your 6k Utopia Beyond after that, and a 2,300 from your Auroradon. That's game there, and you've got back 2 out of your 3 cards in hand. So that's the fun Cyber Ogre OTK combo within your Ancient Gear deck. Also, by the way, since we use this as material, if this fusion, an Xyz monster that was summoned using this effect as material gains its effect, if this card is Xyz summoned, you draw 1 card. So you did draw 1 additional card from that. So out of your 3 card combo, you got 3 cards back, and you gamed your opponent as well. That's pretty good if you ask me. Very fun, very spicy. This is your Cyber Ogre Ancient Gear deck. This is your dual school deck profile. You could call it like that. I think that's got a nice ring to it. Dual school deck profile. So, guys, if you enjoy this, give us a like down below. Give us a subscribe as well for awesome profiles and awesome combos like this. Also, I cannot take full credit for this. I did find this off one of my OCG profiles I did that I'm subscribed to, and they posted the profile plus combo as well So I got to give shout outs to them as well. So guys, I'll put their original profile down below. This was like a Machina version, but I preferred the Ancient Gear version once I started testing out with it. So I'll post their profile down in the comments below so you can see it for yourself as well. So you can get 2 different variants of it. So, but as always guys, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, as always, happy dueling.